Hi there, welcome to Quest for Truth. I wanted to talk today about weather warfare. This is shortly after Hurricane Helene has happened, and there was a lot of things that happened with the hurricane that absolutely made no sense, wasn't the norm, and haven't really seen any devastation like since Hurricane Katrina. But actually, they're saying that this is most likely far worse than Hurricane Katrina ever was. You have the same situation like before with Hurricane Katrina, where Fema was not much help and took a long time to get help. Boots on the ground are now saying that. They're coming out and saying, like, the people that are helping there are most people just, locals that have been through so much themselves. There was also talk about Samaritan's Purse being there, helping. But as far as FEMA coming in, no, not much. Something I learned in a video I just watched a little while ago. Apparently, FEMA is offering $750. I'm not sure if it's for the families or if it's per person. I'm not sure, for aid. But they actually will be required at some point to pay that back. And if it's not paid back, they will have to give up assets to pay for it. I'm going to actually pin that in. I'm going to pin a bunch of things in my comment section, like I always do, where they get the information from, and that will be one of the articles, or it was actually a YouTube video I watched. There was someone in there saying that. So I know from Facebook that, like many things, people don't understand the technology that the U.S. military has. They have no idea. A lot of people don't want to know, and I understand that. There is an element to understanding and being at a consciousness level that you understand the truth and what is totally going on. There is an element of, your innocence is lost, and thinking that there was overall good people over us and wanting good for us. It's just not the case. And things are happening more and more now that really have got to get people to open their eyes. I mean, I know here it has changed immensely in just 1 year. The immigrants have started flooding in, migrants have started flooding in, and you have a taxing on the healthcare system now more than it was. People are dying in ERs. You hear constant sirens where you never all the time. Like, I work in town and I'm on the road a lot, so I hear the sirens too. Before, you'd hear them randomly every once in a while, a siren, but now it's daily. Usually twice daily. If you're out twice daily, you'll hear it. So there's a lot going on there, and I'm actually going to post a UN document, a video about a UN document that was just uncovered. I guess it's existed since 2000, but End Time Productions just uncovered it and goes through and really it's all tying together with what I've said in my videos before, Agenda 2030. It all ties into that and how they're trying to break down all the systems, but flooding systems with people, like, you won't have your own culture anymore. It's happening all over the world. It's not just happening here, it's happening everywhere, that things are shifting and people are, and it's supposed to be, if you look at it from the UN, they always have a big reason, right? They always have this huge great reason for doing what they do. It's to offstay the where people are only having 1 to 2 children, or 1 children most of the time, if that. And so the aging population, with also the combating of the people that are only choosing to have so a lot of people are choosing to have no children. So supposedly, they're trying to stabilize the work situation, where they figure there'll be a lot of people aging out and there won't be people to replacement, what do they call it, replacement something, replacement migration, I do believe. So they're doing that everywhere, all around the world, so that you will not have a a home base to call your cultural, like what you are right now will be, you will be a minority in your own country, is basically the way I understand it, is what they're kind of aiming for. Which of course your rental crisis and all that stuff, just the actual people, just having that many influx of people, it overtaxes every system, right? So which just helps to create chaos, confusion, more drug use, more homelessness, you name it. So that's definitely happening. I see it with my own eyes here. Like I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. I'm noticing the sirens. I'm noticing the drug use. I'm noticing, like, on the streets. I'm noticing the increased homeless on the streets. I'm noticing. People are noticing. And along with the housing crisis, you hear people talking about, their apartments now and what they have to pay in rents. It's absolutely crazy. But my main point of this video was weather warfare, whether it exists. A quick search on the internet will tell you these things, people. U.S. patents for weather, for tornadoes, for hurricanes, for all of it, it exists. I just tried it a few minutes ago on Google. I just put in just a quick search. I mean, I've looked this stuff up a lot, but I'm just saying, I just today put in U.S. Patents for weather modification, and a whole list of things from controlling the weather to it all come up. And I had a guy tell me on Facebook the other day that, patents for things that don't exist. Patents exist for things that don't already exist to begin with. That's what he was trying to tell me. So, like he said, there was for an eternal space machine or something, that there's a patent to it. Well, obviously it's either been created or they plan on creating it, or, the idea is there, right? But that escapes most people, that there's a reason why these things exist. HARP, HARP. And I'm going to put links to everything that I can find on these topics. It's time to really start looking at it, because there's evidence to suggest that it was a land grab for lithium, that BlackRock was going to $90 million contract for $90 million, BlackRock, and something to do with lithium and Elon Musk. I'm going to, that actually I posted on my Facebook account, on my Facebook page. So I'm actually going to take the links to all of that information about that. I also, apparently now, I don't know, I've never looked into it myself, but there was talk about Camilla Harris's husband and something tied to that land somehow as well. The places hardest hit, I don't know, like there's Asheville, I know was very hard hit and all that, but apparently the hardest hit places were lithium. There was lithium there. Cloud seeding is something they're admitting to, all the time on the news. They admitted it after Dubai, the flood in Dubai. And if you understand anything about this hurricane, in North Carolina, in certain areas, that it had been raining for a very, very long time before the hurricane actually hit. So it was starting to flood before that. I do think another thing to look up that would be very important right now is Popeye. Project Popeye, I think the name of it is. I'll put a link to that too. If anybody knows about the Vietnam War, there was a lot of raining. I know there was a scene in Forrest Gump about that, how it started to rain and it rained for days and days. Well, Project Popeye, or Operation Popeye was apparently they used weather warfare on them, the rain. So anyway, I didn't want to come in here and talk a long time. I'm going to come back with more videos, hopefully with, more topics that really people should be looking into right now. Like, things are changing pretty fast. They are with the, like we said, with the UN, like 2030 to me is coming to fruition. And this hurricane business, this weather warfare that I truly believe the U.S. militaries have basically done to their own citizens, yet again, reminds me of Maui. I did a video on what happened in Maui there back when it happened. So to me, it just feels very, very similar. So anyway, check all that out. Check the links. And I thank you for watching. See you soon.